Okay. Now, after that, the third table. What is the purpose of third table? The third table, that is the total variance explained. The total variance explained. The it's a initial value and extraction sum of square. It's a same. Now I am just line, it's a same. This table and this one, it's the same table. Okay, it's the same. uh, all the values you can see here, only remove the rest of the variables value, and it's a value different, slightly different, because it is a rotated. So there are two metrics, one is rotation and another is without rotation metrics. So here the but overall value should be same. So here the 67.58 and 67.58, it's a cumulative variance, so its value same. Okay. Now what is the purpose of this three? What is the meaning of 3.747? How this value came? Now the 3.74 3. So I am taking the unrotated. It's a unrotated matrix, and this one rotated. Rotation sum of square loading. Okay. So unrotated, there are two matrices. This is component matrix unrotated, and another rotated matrix. So how we obtain this value? The 3.747. How did it come? This value came through the when we square all the factor loading and add. Now square of 0.536 plus square of minus 0.0565 plus square of this factor loading minus 0.334. When I vertically square of the factor loading and add, then I obtain the value of 3.747. So you can do practice at your home also after conducting this, so you can check it. So the you square vertically, when we square all the factor loading and add, then we obtain the eigenvalue. It's basically it's a eigenvalue. Initial eigenvalues 3.747, and the second component eigenvalue. So I am taking here second component. Second component means the value of this factor loading square minus 0.383, the value second factor loading square 0.321 plus value of third factor loading square 0.53. When I add all the variances, means square of factor loading and add, then I will obtain the value of the eigenvalue 2.116. For component 3, the value is 1.569. When I obtain the value of square of all these factor loading and add, then I will get the value 1.569. So, and rest of the because I have given command to the SPSS, I retain only those component whose value greater than 1. It's a fourth component value 0.972. So here in this table, there is no column of the fourth component, because I have given command that I need only greater than 1. So it's a less than 0.972. That is why I cannot see the fourth table. Okay. So this is about the 3 point. And now question is, how did this value come? The 34.06. Now what is the value of this eigenvalue 3 point when I uh, divide this for 3.747 and divided it number of trace. How many trace here? A total 11. Okay. and divided by 11 and into 100. When I do it, then the value will be 34.06. So I check it through the I check this value through the sorry through the I check it through the calculate. You can calculate it, and then we will obtain the value of this. Okay, so here we obtain the value of 3 point when we divide it and multiply by 100, then we obtain the value of this percentage 34.06, same as 2.116 and divided by 11 into 100, then we obtain the value of 19.23, same as when I divide 1.569 by number of variables 11 and into 100, then I will get the value 14.26 variance. So here the variance, and in the third, in this column cumulative percentage, when I add this value 34 plus 19 point this, so I obtain the value 53.29. When I add 53.293 plus 14.26, the value is 67.558. This is my, and I told you the 60%, the percentage of variance should be 60%, greater than 60%. So it is 67 point this. So these are these values same I have calculated here. Now the other values, these 2.981, it's a rotated matrix. So how will I calculate this? So all the values will come through the these value from the rotate. We have taken these value from the other matrix, that is this. Now I am showing you the table calculator. Okay, so this value, okay, so I am taking the value of the my data this. Okay, now the value, this value is 2.984. So it's a rotated matrix. When I square this value 0.041 square plus 0.049 0.0696 plus 0.040, when vertically I square all the factor loading and add, then the rotated component matrix, then I obtain the value 2.984, and then divide 2.984. They divide, when I divide 2.984, then its value will be the 2.98. So I am taking the, I am using the calculator to explain this. So what is the value here? 2.98, sorry, 2.89 divided by 11 and into 100. So what is the value? 26.20, sorry, it's a more or less same, 27 point, because I did not take the actual value, I took only the 2.98. So the variance means 2.984 divided by 11 into 100, then we will get the 27 point this. For second component, its value 20.903, and for third component 19.525. When we combine the total variance 67.558, which is good for our study. Now the next graph is, that is Scree plot. In a Scree plot, the purpose of a Scree plot, so I'm just explaining the Scree plot. Double click of this Scree plot and elements. I'm drawing the line parallel to the x-axis. The options y-axis reference line and changing the value here, the eigenvalue by default it is 2, but I need eigenvalue greater than 1 and apply and then close and then this. Now, so how many factors should we retain? So initially I told you the value, the whose component value greater than 1, we retain all these factors. So here its value 3.77, second component value 2.1 something, third component value 1 point something. Only 3 component we retained to explain the concept of exploratory factor analysis. Fourth, we cannot take it because its value below the 1, eigenvalue here 1, its value 0.972. 0.972, and you can see from this table also its value, the fourth component value 0.972. You can see here the value, its value. The first value is 3.74. So when it's almost 3.7, 3.7. Second 2 point this 2.1 something, and third 1.569, 1.569, and the fourth it is below the this eigenvalue 0.97. So we retain only 3 factors. So the purpose of script plot basically tell us about how many factor we should retain to our factor analysis. So only 3 factors we will retain to explain this case study. Okay. Now after that, the component matrix. I told you component matrix give us this matrix gives the cross loading problem. Through this, the value in this component, we can see here it's a value, the factor f1, f2, f3. Okay, and here variables v1, v2, v3, v4. So this variable should high only this factor, either this one, or this, but it is giving high value under this factor, high value, and high value under this third factor. So it is very confusing whether we retain this variable under this factor or this. So when one variable give high value under 2 factor or more than 2 factor, it's a problem of cross loading. It's a problem. And for the other, again it's giving high value third component and high value second component, and this is also giving high value for first component, high value first component, high value this, high value first component, high value third component. So it's a problem of cross loading. It's a when one variable gives high value under 2 factor, it's a problem of cross loading. Now how to overcome this problem, how to remove the cross loading? So the method of removing the cross loading, that is the rotated matrix. When we rotate, earlier the variable, it was giving high value here and high value in this component. Yeah, this is component 1 and component 2. But when we rotate it, then after rotation, then we can see its high value only in this component second. Earlier, without rotation, this variable was giving high value in component 1 and in component 3. But after using the rotation matrix, it is giving high value only 1 factor, which is desirable. And for the second So there is no problem of cross loading. It is okay. It is okay. It is okay because high value third component and less value there. It is okay. 9.917. No problem. No problem. High value here. No problem. zero point 0.9 high value here. No problem here. No problem. This is slightly problem we can say because 0.418 and 0.59 this, but it is also giving the problem 0.53 and 0.69 high value, but it is not problem here. There is no problem here. So this variable number 12, it's creating the problem because it is giving high value under component 1 and as well as high value under component 3. Okay, so what should we do? We should remove the this variable, and we should remove this variable because it is giving the high value in two variables. So and another variable, it is this point. Now you can see this variable number 9 and variable number 12, sorry, both the variables are giving high value under factor 1 and under factor 3 because it is high. So we do not need these two variable 9 and 12. So we will re-specify, means we are removing both the variables 9 and 12. So so after this I am removing all the both the variables 9 and 12. So after removing, again I am performing the variable and re-specifying my EFA dimension reduction, analyze factor variable number 9 and 12, variable number 9 and 12, variable number 9 and 12. Okay, and the I am removing variable number 2 also. Why? Because its community value was very less, less than point this variable number 2, because its value 0.246, its community value less than 0.50. So I am removing this variable also. So I am removing three variables, variable number 2, variable number 12 and variable number 9, and again I am performing this. But before it, the options, the sorted by size, suppress small coefficient, absolute value below I need greater than 6. So I have typed here 0.6 and continue, and after continue okay, and after okay again I am the value is Bartlett test of sparsity 0.740, no problem. All the values in a principal diagonal greater than 0.5, no problem. Then variance expected 76% after removing the three variable, it improves, which is good. And the three component, now this is my table, this is the table. Okay, so I can there are the three variables in this variable number complaint resolution to deliver, or I can change the value of factor loading. I selected 0.6 because I want to get those variable whose value greater than 0.6. So this is my factor 1. It has three variables. Factor 2 has three variables. Factor 3 has two variables. So now what will we do? We will give the name of these three. Now our purpose is to give the name of the variables. So how to give the name? So this table, through this table you can see here the component customer, the complaint resolution, delivery speed and order and billing. So the sense of this it is customer service. Sense of the three variables, it is marketing. And sense of the all the three variables, it is product value. So this is the purpose of factor variables. and after that what will I do? I will the variable number, like variable number this. So I can club these variables, all the three variables, 4, 11, 10. Okay, and then I'm giving the name of this component marketing. So I can variable number 4, 11, 10, and then variable number 4, 11, 10. So I can create another variable here. So variable number, again I can see here variable 4, 11, 10, 4, 10, 11. So I can club all the three variables and give the name, transform. I'm creating the new variable, compute variable, record into different variable, compute variable. So I am writing here marketing. I am taking mean value of these three variables and creating the three component, and type and marketing paste, continue, and variable number 4 plus. So I'm taking the mean value of all the three values. So I'm selecting all and take mean, selecting mean from here. Mean, this is mean. It's a mean, and I'm taking mean of the three questions. This question number, this, and question number 10, and question number the question number 11. Okay, and then okay, and after okay I have created the one variable. So this is the one way to, it's a my one variable. Now I will, after, so I will create another two variable also in this sheet. Now after conducting the exploratory factor analysis, I will find whether which particular factor is dependent or which one is independent variable. Then after finding the dv and iv's, means dependent and independent variables, I can use these variables to perform the other dependence technique like multiple regression analysis, discriminant analysis, logistic regression, analysis of variance, independent t-test. So after conducting, the purpose is the purpose of exploratory factor analysis to just extract the variables. So I have taken 14 variable in my study initially, and after conducting the exploratory factor analysis, the 5 variable not related to our study. So total 9 variable came, and after 9 variable, we divide 9 variable and take similar variable or highly correlated variable under one factor, like this the variable, the variable of the three variables, these. Okay, customer service, marketing, product life. Okay, now there are three the one is selecting surrogate variable, created submitted scale. So I have created submitted scale. Okay, and third is computing factor score. So so better way to creating the submitted scale, you club 4 or 5 scale and create, and then further we can use it. So this is idea about the exploratory factor analysis. Now the so you can do practice at your. Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
हाँ. So
Sir, I have a query.
जी जी.
Sir, please repeat that topic you extracted variable. How you extracted that component
Okay.
marketing? Please repeat
Okay.
that.
Okay. So marketing means is okay. Marketing देखिए, the first component name, the first the three variables like complaint resolution, delivery speed, and order and billing. Okay, so these are the three variables. So what is the sense of these variables? So these variables are talking about services. So I have given the name of these three when clubbing the three variables. I have given the name customer service, because complaint resolution, it means the buyer not getting the after sales service, that is why he is complaining, it is related to service. Delivery speed, he is not getting a product on time, again it is related to service, because service is poor, that is why you are not getting a product at right time. Order and billing is not good. So all the three variables are related to the customer service. It's a your choice, my choice, a researcher choice to give the name. I have given the name customer service, you can give the name after sales service. Now second is marketing. I have given the name Salesforce. Salesforce image, it is related to sales, is a part of marketing. Online services, again part of marketing. Advertising, again part of marketing. So I have given the name marketing. So if you think this name not appropriate, you can change the name. It's a researcher choice to give the name. So so it's a not a hard and fast rule that whatever name I have given, you should give the name. So it's a researcher choice to give the name. I think these three variables are talking about the marketing. That is why I have given the name marketing. Same as the third component name, product value, competitive pricing, product quality, price negotiation. I think it is related to product value. Or if you think this is related to price, so you can give the name pricing also. So it's a researcher choice to give the name of the particular component. Any question?
Sir, I want to know about the steps you followed in SPSS.
Okay, okay. SPC, the exploratory factor analysis का.
No, sir, just you compute the
Okay,
component
okay,
marketing,
okay, okay,
the
okay, okay.
steps in SPSS, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you. Actually, this term should be, I have taken the variables of, so I should take the value of marketing like X7, X1 and X5. Means how to create, how did I create the, this value? Okay. You want to ask this, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So I'm just explaining you this transform. Okay, transform, go to transform, compute variable and reset. So I am writing here product or pricing. Okay, pricing. I'm creating the new variable name pricing, and I'm taking summated scale of the three variables pricing, and same thing I will type here, paste, and then continue. For example, I am taking three variables here. Okay, and the I'm taking mean value, submitted scale mean value. I am selecting here mean, you can, okay, mean, and I'm taking only three variables 1 2 3. I'm taking mean value of variable number 1, variable number 2 and variable number 3 for just understanding purpose. And the third, okay, and after this I will continue. Okay, and what would be the variable name? This is pricing, and then okay, and after okay you can see the another variable, that is the pricing. Okay, so this is way to take the submitted scale. You just take the mean value of 4 or 5 variables and then you can create the new variable. Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.